Yeah, good morning and welcome to this wonderful edition of Bystanders at the Newsstand. I'm Christian Chiku on this wonderful edition of the program. A big thank you to everyone that has been watching Flip TV over the years. I'm saying big welcome to this wonderful edition of the program. And let's go straight to the business of today. We are on the streets here to get the views of Nigerians on the pertinent issues we have in the society. We are right here in Ogba to get people talking on what is transpiring today in Nigeria and also in Africa. I have my wonderful committed reviewers here this morning. They are here to do justice to the newspaper headlines. I have Mr. Chigozie, Mr. Lucky, Mr. Raf, Mr. Matthew. They are here to do justice to what we have this morning. Let's go straight to newspaper headlines. I have the Daily Sun. The Daily Sun newspaper I have with me this morning, and I also do have the Nigerian Tribune, the Daily Sun and the Nigerian Tribune. Let's look at uneasy calm in Oyo APC over controversial Congress. Uneasy calm in Oyo APC over controversial Congress. 4 panel members disown process, claim delegates list falsified is unfounded, baseless. Congress committee chair says I was held hostage for 12 hours, over 2,000 people barricaded my hotel. Wike gives federal government 48 hours to unveil invaders of justice orderly's house. Wike gives federal government 48 hours to unveil invaders of justice orderly's house. House of Reps committee calls for probe. House of Reps committee calls for probe. Federal roads. Federal government owing Ogun 300 billion naira on federal roads. Federal government owing Ogun State 300 billion naira. Let's take a look at the Sango Ota Road. Maybe that was what transpired or inspired the statement. Zenith Bank profit before tax hit 180 billion naira in third quarter 2021. Zenith Bank profit before tax hit 180 billion naira in third quarter of 2021. 55-year-old Oke Odumaki gives birth to twins 6 months after husband's death. 55-year-old Oke Odumaki gives birth to twins 6 months after husband's death. Main headline on the Nigerian Tribune this morning. Southeast monarchs, bishops, others list conditions for peace in Igbo land. Southeast monarchs, bishops, others give conditions for peace in Igbo land. CBN announces selection criteria for private sector companies in 100 for 100 PPP. NDLEA seizes London-bound cocaine, heroin at Lagos Airport. NDLEA seizes London-bound cocaine and heroin at Lagos Airport. 7 die as 3 vehicles, 6 motorcycles shop raised in Niger Community Inferno. 7 die as 3 vehicles, 6 motorcycles shops raised in Niger Community Inferno. PDP convention fallout. Inside details of how governors aided Arakwaja to beat Oyinola. PDP convention fallout. Inside details of how governors aided Arakwaja to beat Oyinola. Party back to rescue Nigeria from APC mess. PDP party is back, according to them, to rescue Nigeria from APC mess. Says ruling party has 92 chairmen for 36 states. Says ruling party has 92 chairmen for 36 states. Can't hold convention. Oyinola congratulates PDP new leaders. Let's go over to the Daily Sun newspaper this morning. Southeast monarchs, religious leaders demand Kanu's release. Southeast monarchs, religious leaders demand Kanu's release. Want the proscription of IPOB. Want the proscription of IPOB. Zenith Bank PTB hits 180 billion in third quarter 2021. Zenith Bank profit hits 180 billion naira in third quarter 2021. 2023 poll, 2023 elections. North will back credible candidate. That is a Northern Elder Solon speaking here. North will back credible candidate. Says secession threat, bad option for Southeast. Says secession threat, bad option for Southeast. Ohaneze, Middle Belt, Ezeife reacts. Ohaneze, Middle Belt, Ezeife reacts. Catholic Bishop tax INEC on Ekiti Anambra gubernatorial polls. Catholic Bishop tax INEC on Ekiti Guba polls. Policy CBN. Okay, I'd like to say happy new month to everyone. Happy new month from Flip TV. Happy new month from me, Christian Chuku, to everyone that is online this morning and all that will still join us this morning. A big happy new month. We pray that this month is going to give us God's grace and more blessings in our lives. We shall see the end of this year. The end of the year would not see our end. We shall enjoy this Christmas. We shall enjoy together by the grace of God. I have a yeah. Good morning. Happy New Month, Chico.
Yeah, good morning, Christian. Happy New Month to you and to esteemed viewers. Good morning from here and happy New Month.
We thank God for life. We thank God for what God has done.
Yes, of course, it's marvelous in our sight.
Yesterday, Tinubu, last week, Tinubu visited Buhari, and people were saying that it was a transfer of power. What's your thought on that?
People were saying what?
It was a transfer of power that he handed over rhetorically.
That is by implication. You are trying to say that uh, the cripple handing over power to the blind to take the lead. And what does that suggest? More catastrophe. If that should happen, it is a monumental disaster that have not been heard in the history of humanity. When a cripple in a race is handing over to the blind.
Okay, what should we expect 2020 election, looking at the party? Because we understand Nigerian politics, when you see such things, there are things that is going under.
There's not going to be any election comes 2023. Because, first of all, you must have a nation. There must be a coherence. There must be an understanding within the ethnic nationalities. As it stands now, the entire ethnic regions or nationalities are in loggerheads. So there's level of disparity. There's a level of unrest, of course, which already has fast eroded our fabric of existence or unity as a people. So what are you talking about a nation? We don't have a nation. Nigeria as it stands now. Could you classify Nigeria as a nation? A nation that is in a disarray. A nation that has no direction, that has no vision. A nation that lacks credible leaders. A nation that even the constitution itself is against the people. It is against the development of the Nigerian state. So what do you expect? When you bring the past president of America, Trump, down to this place, when you bring the British Prime Minister down to this place, he won't do anything different. Because the constitution itself is demonic. It does not represent the will or the interest of the people. So what are you calling? Which election? What have you done in the previous elections?
Okay, let's take a look
it's
at
very unfortunate.
Anambra election. If you say election will not hold, what of Anambra election?
Yes, very unfortunate what is going on in Anambra State. The president of Anambra has been restive due to the development. You can see the number of armories and assaulted weapons and military personnel being deployed in Anambra State, as if this is they are calling for another third world war. You see, it's very unfortunate. Why should the presence of the military be so intense, of which, of course, have already triggered panic among the people? So how can you convince me that the outcome, if actually election should hold, goes on, and of course, how can you convince me that the outcome of such election will not be influenced to favor the anointed candidates, even by the security personnel that have clamped down the entire, that have besieged the Anambra State. So for me, it depends on the people. The electoral rights is the mandate of the people. So if the people decide not to go to the pool, you can't do otherwise. You can't force them unless you have an alternative to rig or to circumvent the electoral process. It means you are no longer in democracy. Of course, what we are seeing is not in any way represents the cadence of democracy. It's very unfortunate that even in 21st century, that over 34 military policemen and military were 34,000. What are they doing in Anambra State? What is the geographical landmark of Anambra State? That you contain over 50 of them, over 50,000 military drawn from different military parastatals. It's very unfortunate. It's invariably they are calling for war, and you can understand the position of the statement of the supposed president of Nigeria. He said that the military should go to invade. This is an invasion. You should go and dominate. What do you mean by dominate? Dominate means to intimidate, to harass, and to usurp the power that belongs to the people. You see? And to invariably expose them to danger or even the risk being dead, killed. What do you use the word dominate? Because of the hatred you have of the people. And you see that as an opportunity for you to kill, to destroy them. Of course, you rightly said that you're going to exterminate the Igbo race. You are going to wipe up the dots from the map of Nigeria. What does that mean? You simply mean you are going to annihilate the Igbo race, of which, of course, is very impossible for an infidel like him to think otherwise. Because Igbos are blessed of God. Igbos has contributed, the Igbo race, with all due respect, quote me anywhere, are the most people, are the best people who love, who has contributed enormously in the unity of Nigeria. There's no state you can travel, you don't see Igbos in the hundreds of thousands doing their business, building and developing the regions, all the regions of the Nigerian state. How many Fulani can you find in the southeast? If not to rear their cattle and destroy our farmlands. They have not contributed anything to the unity of Nigeria. The Igbo man who has contributed, look at Alaba in Lagos State. Almost the 13 states of the Igbo states are found in Lagos State. Are doing exceedingly well, contributing to the Lagos cannot declare such internal revenue, cannot generate such revenue. Even Lagos State government understood the importance of an Igbo man in Lagos State. Talk about the importers and the other merchants, big time merchants are Igbo extractions. And of course, by extension, the Biafran region. We have done so much to the country. We have tolerated so much, and yet the government of the present dispensation is paying us back with such level of cruelty, which cannot be accepted, which we can no longer tolerate. Now we are saying, or the people's voice is saying, we are ready to move on. Since you have not given us any sense of belonging, we can move on with our life. Yes, my people say, if you have rejected us, we cannot abandon ourselves. You have skimmed us out away from this events unfolding in Nigeria, from the political, social, and economic activities. You strip almost the entire Igbo, because Ibeto is into big time cement industry. You have to clamp down, destroy his business so that you can favor Dangote. And so many others, innocent, if not that innocent stubborn, they would have destroyed him. Why are you so very wicked, and rather than paying us with the good we have done to keep the country together, to improve the economic activities, and of course, which will also reflect in the GDP of the country.
Okay.
Take away an Igbo man, Nigeria is as useless as whatever you can think of. Look at the North. I've been in the North. I've traversed over 9 states of the northern region. What did the North have? Even in the northern region, what are they doing for their people? Look at common to pay for over the northern states are owing 2.8 billion debt.
Naira?
So, yeah, 2.8 billion naira to NECO, a National Examination Council, Nigerian National Examination Council, which means even in terms of education, educating their own people, they have not done anything. It's the southern people, especially of Old Eastern region, that are developing the North, building skyscrapers, I mean, big time investments. And yet, you think you can treat us with such level of disdain. It's unacceptable, and nobody can accept that and tolerate that. If you have rejected us, you say we are not part of you. Indirectly, you have killed us, and you want to hold us to ransom. You want to deprive us virtually everything. Yet, the more you do that, the more you conspire against an Igbo man, the more he prospers. And that is a mystery they cannot understand. That is what throws them off balance. Even when you strip off the entire belongings or properties of an Igbo man after this aftermath of the Civil War in 1970, you only kept even the billionaires of those times. You gave them only 20 pounds in exchange for their billions and wealth. So you were very surprised for them to have risen up and have overtaken the events. It just within few decades.
Finally, Mr. Chief.
It's very unfortunate.
Finally.
So whatever happens, I believe that you cannot trample upon people and think they can continue to watch you without any reaction. When the baton becomes high, it is the right of everyone to self-defense. And I think my people will not watch their young ones killed. So it's better there is no election than losing any single Igbo man.
Okay.
In the course of this. Yes, I must want to appreciate God for sparing the life of my daughter. She turns 6 years today. I haven't seen her so many things in the course of this period, but I thank God for sparing her life. You may want to wish her happy birthday. It's an illustrious an illustrious daughter of Biafra. I'm proud of her, and I'm proud of every Biafran daughter, and every good lover of peace and justice. God bless you. Happy birthday to my daughter, Miss or Princess Harmony Chinomso Chigozie.
Okay, thank you very much.
God bless you.
Happy birthday, Princess Harmony Chigozie. Mr. Matthew, good morning.
Good morning, Mr.
Man of God. The man of God in our midst. Any other man of God is a counterfeit.
You cannot say that. God, by his wisdom, anoint people to do his work.
Okay, let's look at the PDP convention. Let's look at it. We will not accept defeat, or at least PDP new leaders. And they are saying that APC cannot hold the convention because they have over 93 chairmen in 36 states. Let's have your insight on it.
Okay, I think PDP, to a great extent, have been able to conduct a successful convention. Though almost all the positions were by consensus, and the consensus was possible because the people decided, or rather accepted, those candidates. So in the few areas where there were disagreements, people actually voted. So to that extent, I think we should congratulate PDP.
The youth leader that is 25 years old,
Yes, the youth leader is 25 years. I think it's a welcome development because it's like a paradigm shift. It's like trying to embrace the youth. Because is it not worrisome that we've been talking about youth leader and you have 60-something years old person as a youth leader? It's a usurpation of position. What would be having all this while? So now that you allow a youth to lead the youth arm of the party, I think it's a welcome development. But we should deepen it more to accommodate more youth, to have more youth, giving them more responsibility, so that, because go and look at even the private sector in the area of technology, so that Nigerian youth are doing well. So they have that acumen, that ability, that managerial acumen, that technological acumen to drive so many processes, because this is the jet age. So I think that era of usurpation of a position by others should stop. I think PDP have demonstrated it by allowing a youth to emerge as a youth leader of the party. But beyond that, I'm not saying PDP should produce the next president of Nigeria, because PDP and APC, for me, they are based on the same feather. I don't see anything PDP want to do.
APC cannot hold a convention.
The challenge of APC is enormous. If you look at what is happening currently, just like you just pointed out, you have parallel state congress in many states. I mean APC. And as you speak, you have 2 chairmen in some of the states. Again, the party leadership may recognize and inaugurate a particular candidate, but they stand the risk of facing litigation. And if you look at the circumstances surrounding all their primaries, you see that even the very fabric that is galvanizing, that is conducting the primary, may be challenged in due course of time. Because I have a situation where the current acting chairman and one of the governor of Yobe, is it Yobe State, Mayman Abumi, the judgment of Jagade and Akare Rolu is already questioning his legitimacy, the legitimacy of his chairmanship. We have a situation where a court of competent jurisdiction, I think Supreme Court for that matter, have ruled that you cannot hold the dual position of the chairman and the governor at the same time. Though in the wisdom of the court, that since Mayman Abumi was not joined in the suit, as such, the verdict could not affect his position. So by implication, if Jagade have joined Mayman Abumi as co-defendants, perhaps the court would have ruled that he's occupying that position illegally. So to that extent, there's a risk of APC at the end of the day, somebody going to court to challenge all the process that came out of that leadership, including and not limited to what congresses, local government congresses, state congresses, and even the national convention they're hoping to do. And if that happens, they stand the risk of losing almost all their candidates in the build up to 2023 election. I think that best explains the reason APC is looking at direct primary. And you see, they want to use their leadership position in the 2 chambers of National Assembly to compare the whole Nigerian government to use it to resolve their own internal crisis. Because as we speak, Senate have resolved in the amendment process that they should be going with direct primary. Because they know that if you fall back to direct primary, a situation where you allow all carry members to vote, it is no longer a business of the structure of the party, the executive, the delegates. That somebody will go to court to question that the process of producing these candidates, these delegates, these executives came from a leader that his chairmanship is questionable.
Okay,
but again, there's another hurdle they are not seeing.
Okay.
Because if you allow this leadership of APC currently to validate that data, that register, somebody can still challenge the legitimacy of a register that came out of a chairman that has his position questionable. So I don't think they have escaped.
Okay, let's look at as Tinubu visits Buhari. There are reports that people are speculating that this is a systematic handover of power. What do you think?
I don't think it's a systematic handover of power. I think Tinubu, as a Nigerian, as a citizen of this country, just like we have seen other people visited Mr. President, I don't think it is out of place for Tinubu to visit Buhari. Because if you look at his status as they call him national leader of the party. So from what I read, that he came to appreciate his effort in finding time to come and visit him while he went for surgery in London. That is the extent to which I know. And that is what is in the public domain. If there's any other ulterior motive, I'm not good at speculating. I may not know what is the reason beyond that. But what I can understand and what I can say is that there's nothing wrong with anybody visiting anybody.
But you have this understanding that Tinubu stands a chance 2023.
Tinubu is a man to beat in 2023 if he decides to contest. That is not to say I'm supporting him. Looking at the dynamics that shape Nigerian election, looking at the resources at his disposal, looking at the platform where he is currently, and looking at his influence in that platform, he's a man to beat. There's a different thing to say whether I'm supporting him. I'm just telling you, going by the dynamics that shape Nigerian election, because if you are looking at what determines Nigerian election, you look at resources.
Okay.
Look at the geographical zone where that person hails from. Look at the platform. This time, the political party is from one of the two major political parties, and the ruling party for that matter. He's from the southwestern part of the country that is a major stakeholder in the project of Nigeria. In terms of resources, they have enormous resources. So to that extent, in terms of his influence in that party, as we speak, Tinubu is the one that produced the two leadership of the National Assembly. Ahmed Lawa, the Senate President, and Bajabi Amila, Speaker of House of Representatives. And these are statutory delegates. Tell Nigerians that he's contesting. His body language shows that he's contesting. Because all his lieutenants, all his full soldiers are already drumming support for him. has been led by Muhammad Buhari is to give us laws that will enhance free, fair, and credible election. To that extent, National Assembly have agreed now that we should go about electronic transmission of results by way of amendments. So I'm using this video to encourage Mr. President to sign that bill into law. I'm saying it particularly because in the build-up to 2019 election, on 2 occasions where the amended electoral acts, Mr. President refused to assent to it, perhaps because it threatened his re-election. But now that he's not contesting again, I think he should be patriotic enough to sign that amendment into law. Particularly because, as Mr. President have agreed and alluded to the fact that it was the car reader and the electronic register that was introduced by leadership of Jega as the chairman of INEC that gave him victory. And let Mr. President realize that somebody was the president then, I mean, good Lord Jonathan. He was magnanimous enough to allow the independence of INEC to have introduced car reader and electronic register like Mr. President have alluded to. So to that extent, let Mr. President deepen democracy more by signing that bill that allows electronic transfer of election results into law so that we can have free, fair, and credible election. That's the least respect from them.
Okay, lastly, let's look at Southeast monarchs, religious leaders demand can release. Let's look at Anambra elections. You see what happened last week between the alleged IPOB. What do you think? A few days from now, what do you think the election is going to be like?
To be quite honest with you, it's a misreaction. To be quite honest with you, there is a whole lot of controversy in that Southeast. Because the way it stands, we have issue of unknown gunmen. On one hand, the military is saying that it is IPOB, it is ESN. On another hand, IPOB is denying that they are not the one, that it is Nigerian military that is coming that is propelling that force in order to discredit and give IPOB ESN a bad name. So the way it stands, I am at a loss as to who is perpetrating that heinous crime, that injustice, that wanton destruction of life and property. Personally, I condemn wanton destruction of life and property, irrespective of who is coming from. Because a life you cannot create, you don't just waste it. The other time, the killing of policemen, the killing of Nigerians, recklessly, I condemn both sides. So what I'm saying in essence is, to salvage the situation, there's every need for whoever is doing this to put a stop to it. There's every need for the government to look inward. If bringing Nnamdi Kanu out will save lives, I think it should be, because what's the whole essence of keeping him if people will continue dying in their numbers? If we have a military that have history of unprofessionalism in terms of human rights violation, in terms of extrajudicial killing, in terms of torture, just as we have witnessed in Imo State, even in Southwest here, almost everywhere in the country. So what I'm saying in essence is, if bringing Nnamdi Kanu out, we salvage the situation and we end the unnecessary waste of life. I think it's high time the government think in that direction.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
But you have Edo, no be Lagos this morning.
Edo, no be Lagos. Hey,
Good morning.
today, I don't know. Good morning, my brother. Happy New Month. That's what I want to say to everybody. Happy New Month, viewer. Happy New Month, our brothers and sisters in Overs. Happy New Month, our brothers in Nigeria here. But my brother in Nigeria here now, this morning, I don't know what is happening. Everybody is getting mad. Mad. Everywhere you go, people are mad. What is going on, my brother? What is going on? Fighting everywhere. Anger, frustration, demonization. Look at now, just now, a woman was just going, he fell down.
Fell down on that death water.
Fell down because of what? Because of thinking, because of hunger, because of frustration. I was coming this morning, I saw a trailer loaded with malu. in Abuja over there.
And they say they killed somebody.
I said I called you now to bring your camera. I called you, don't you see look at platform? I was there live. And just at that time, I could have run about. And traffic light was on. There was no police. There was no last man there. Around 9, no policeman, no last man there.
9 a.m.
Yes, I was there.
I think we have started here already.
I was there. That was almost to 9. Let's say to 9. To 9, I was there now. Now, I sent a message to check your voice message. Now, then the trailer was coming with full of Malum and Somali on top of the DC. And sort of to slow down, he goes straight. Maybe he has taken Baraga, or he has taken Igbo, or he has taken Chamato, or he has taken gum, and smash a man who is going to work early this morning. Bust his head and run away. We have to come down for the bike to see how we can rescue. We were expecting that the Aboki will stop. He was still going. We have to pursue him. And they wanted to kill him, but we have to save him, not to destroy more life. Otherwise, that guy ready to kill more. Until he stopped very close to Iju Road. Yes, police came and arrested him. So, Nigeria is being frustrated under Buhari. Oh. Under Buhari and Osibanjo. Oh. We are dying. My brother, what is going on? What is going on? We are no longer safe. I've said it in the many years of this Buhari. If you don't take time, all of us will be crying on ground. My brother, I am tired. That is the latest I have to give. Severa, we saw it now. We're out there. It was a very terrible incident this morning. Hit and run. But thank God, if we did not use our brain, if they have killed Aboki, you know, a lot of them will come out.
Another crisis.
They'll start falling everywhere. Innocence will lost their life. So we do it and we can hand over to the police. It's not my job, but we have to do it to save life. Thank you very much. My name is Lucky Eyabuna. I don't know Lagos.
Somebody is asking specially how much is yam now?
My brother, yam, no, you know, let me tell you, in abroad, they have prices year to year. But in Nigeria here, once we increase fuel to 150, it will come down. Instead of going down, instead of we enjoying it, it will be going up. Yam is going up. If I tell you now, yam is 2,500 or 2,000 or 3,000, my brother, it's very expensive. Have you looked at the economy? We don't have economy. Our president is just busy now, packing money, traveling all over the world, renewing his energy, renewing his blood, planning to bring an old man like Tinubu again. Nigeria, we need to wake up.
Tinubu visits Buhari. They are saying it's an alleged handover of power, 2023.
That is what I just said now. Buhari is going upon renew his blood, make a way to open way for the same old man who went to London and said he's sick. Maybe the man went to London to go and renew his blood. You know, Nigerians are cowards. Nigerians are docile. Nigerians are mumus.
Nigerians are cowards.
Yeah, mumus. Coward, because tomorrow, Tinubu will still come out again. And we are better and begin to say APC. That is how the package Yaradua. That is how they package a lot of them. And Nigeria still voted them. But you have, if you check a level of youth in Nigeria here, we are more than this old men. Go to Anambra election now. Those who are campaigning, the youth and the old men, they are inside there planning how they would slaughter themselves in. Why the youth are killing themselves all around. So I'm telling you, my brother, yam, still remember where you are. Yam is not going down. Not everything, in fact, pepper, alibasa, everything in Nigeria is gone up. Have you watched your paper? They say food prices is on top of the roof.
Despite the fact that they are saying inflation.
Oh my God. See, you know why? That's why I said Nigerians are mumus, Nigerians are docile, Nigerians are weak. We are not saying anything. Everybody should watch. Everybody should. As since we have been used, they used to do hold us. Let me say that, Abi. So Nigerians are weak now. We always, except we that is shouting. I cannot see this guy shouting there. I can't see the shouting channel. I can't see the shouting this. All the media now, Labour, all of them are hiding underground. So that is why we, Rap, Lucky, my brother here, Chigo say, Charles, we are not afraid. Matthew, we are not afraid. We are giving you accurate news. Know what? So
PDP convention was successful.
He said old men. He said old men. Check them. Oh, you know, like it's old. The new
They have a youth leader.
These youth are worse than even the old men self now. Youth, the Bello, so-called Bello,
Yaya Bello.
Is it not Yaya Bello? Is it not youth? Do you know? If you go to, let me tell you, if you go to Kogi, I went to Kogi, spent almost 1 month. My brother,
Last
road
year.
to government house. It's not tight. I felt to let the Kogi man challenge me. Road to the governor's place. Governor, this is express. This is the main gate. From the main gate to the other side, it's not tight. I was there when Lion broke out. I had to look for somewhere to go hide. But, the headquarters, the capital is so small, but you have a youth governor that's supposed to actually make a place look beautiful. Half of the road almost eaten by the river. That's where you have youth. Go to Imo State. If you go to Imo State, I can say the governor there is a youth.
Yeah, we have youth that are okay.
Even Imo State, I just came back from Imo State. Okigwe Road is very bad. Olu Road is very bad. Ngudi, when you are coming, a heart of Imo, when you are coming, when you land Imo, as you are coming to Lagos now, from Togbe, very beautiful. But from the heart of Imo, you spend 4 hours because of that road. And you have a youth today. So what I'm saying, that the whole Nigeria, this APC 8 years is like a frustration, demonetization, killing, insecurity, economy zero, nothing you can. Let me tell you. It's those who are enjoying them and saying Buhari is working. But for me, I've gone out. Buhari is not working. Buhari is not working. What is Buhari is also doing? He wants to favor the northern.
Let's look at Anambra elections. What happened last week? You see the killing that happened in Southeast between the police and, in quotes, the Biafra National Guard or some people of IPOB. What do you think will happen next this week Saturday with all this crisis happening?
If the youth or the people of Anambra people can use that day, I still repeat it, to protest. The protest means they don't need to come out. Let them stay indoor and use that day to protest. Stay indoor, stay at home. See, it will send a very big net to president and the government. Let them stay at home, let them not come out. Because I see that election do or die. APC are trying to frustrate the government on ground. PDP are struggling. So the people will suffer most. They better they stay at home because you cannot pollute that place. Security among that the people are going to vote. And those security are coming from.
The security are no more than voters.
What? Let me give you an example now. If you check the voter, where you have 45,000 of police, you have 45,000 SSS, you have army, you have Wale, you have a civil defense, you have SSS, you have custom, you have road safety, you have that is the whole Abuja.
Lucky, which one be Wale?
Wale, they know now these deceivers. You have Agbero. All of them are coming from Abuja, APC state. Don't go and pollute that place. You should know that. Yes, let me tell you. Every vote in Anambra doesn't more than 300,000. Have you go back to history?
It's almost 400,000.
400,000, have you? Now, these people are measuring now. They never pass. You want to tell me the one never will come out and vote? No. Everybody is afraid. You cannot go out. You can't travel from Lagos to that place. They will kidnap you. But what we are saying is that place for now, they are burning half of the materials.
Somebody is saying that staying at home may give the APC opportunity to rig.
No. Let me tell you, they cannot declare when they stay at home. If I will ask you, when you stay at home, let the whole world know election did not hold. You can't declare anybody. The one they declare, number 4, declare number 1 today, the man cannot even stand in the stadium to address the community. Don't you see the war that's in the Imo State? There's a war. If you go to Imo State now, by 5, people are saying go home, because you don't know you are the next target. Why? We say you have Supreme Court governor. Why? We say you have number 4 to number 1 governor. No peace, no peace. I love Igbo people because when Igbo say yes, it's yes. No, it's no.
Okay.
The only thing is that not only Igbo are not safe, all the whole Nigeria are not safe. The only people that are safe now is Northern. The people that are safe now is Northern because they know themselves. But let me tell you, people they are going to bring to secure Anambra will be the Northerners. This election. So the best thing, instead of being key, instead of them being key, let them stay at home.
Okay. Final thought, Mr.
Final talk is that happy new month, as I said, my brother. Pray for Nigeria. Pray for us, because people are just murmuring, people are crying, people are dying, people are suffering, people are no longer themselves. Everybody is getting mad in Nigeria. Mad. Drivers are mad. Conductors are mad. Workers are mad. Everything's becoming mad.
Analysts.
Even my brother here sometimes. Even sometimes they bust the head here. You know. Even we disagree.
Fight.
Just like Kule's last time I said, some people are jobless. It's a frustration to everybody. It's a frustration.
Okay.
I am not jobless. I'm doing my work. The only thing say, only God, they use some people. Ali give me transport. May God bless you.
Thank you very much.
Hey. Good morning.
Mr. Charles.
My name is Charles Chukwuyode.
Happy New Month.
The same to you, my brother. Happy New Month to our viewers all over the world. Those that have been in great encounter and support to us, we said, may this month be one of the best months for you in your life, in Jesus' name.
Amen. Southeast monarchs, bishops, others list conditions for peace in Igbo land.
What are the conditions?
Number 1, they said they should release Nnamdi Kanu.
Good. That is
demilitarize the Southeast. So what is your take?
Well, I agree with the South Bishop, right? Akbaleke from Mumbise, the chief administrator, is part of them. And we have so many bishops from Igbo land. Of which, thank God that most of them are now coming to terms and realizing the fact that the only means and the only ways whereby there is going to be a lasting peace and solution in Igbo land is by releasing our able man, Nnamdi Kanu. Because as long as that man is still under your custody, as long as that man is under your net, definitely, there's nothing you would tell an average Igbo man that will even listen to you. So the only means and the only solution to a lasting peace in Igbo land is by them or for them to release Nnamdi Kanu. But there's nothing you would, even a child that has been brought up today, trust me, he will tell you that unless Nnamdi Kanu is being released, that is only means whereby there is a lasting peace and solution. And anarchy will not take place in Igbo land. So Nnamdi Kanu should be released. I believe and I love what they are saying. Thank God that most of them are now coming back to their senses. Because I believe in those, before them, they are not. When you are talking A, another one will be talking B. We have different bishops. We have different cathedrals from different areas. Archbishop Obinna from Owerri Diocese, Opaleke from Mumbisa Diocese. We have the Bishop Ezenwa of Olu Diocese, different Holy Trinity Olu. So thank God that most of them, they are now realizing the fact that the only means they can foster peace and everlasting lasting solution, a little bit in Igbo land, is by releasing Nnamdi Kanu. That is the only way an average Igbo man will listen to you. But Igbo man in the world is the one that will say, I will go for this and he will go for it. So as long as Nnamdi Kanu is under their net, forget about it. Thank you.
Let's look at Anambra elections. What do you think is going to come out of it with all the crises that happened last week, the killing?
Well, I have said it on countless occasions here. I am not a lover of war. I don't like fights. I don't like war, because I was opportune to have witnessed a lot of them in the north. I was in Jos then. That was around 2008. I witnessed so many killings. Right here, you will be inside bush for like 1 month. You will come out. Around 2008, ask anybody. Because most of this killing that started in Borno, it started all the way from Plateau State. Do you know that you will be inside bush? When you are hungry, you will gather money if you have. If there's need for money, and give somebody that should go and buy food. If the person should go out 1 hour, 2 hours, and you fail not to see the person, that is to tell that the person has been killed. I passed all the way from Plateau State to where? To Kafanchan, from Kafanchan to Zaria, that's Kaduna State, because of crisis in Plateau State. Then, I am not a lover of war. I don't like it because anybody that is clamoring for war has never witnessed war in his life. Are you getting me? So, but the only thing I advise my people, gun does not know any language than to shoot. That is why it's called gun. So many have gone through gun. In Anambra election, the only means and the only ways they can foster, they can respect themselves is by sitting at home. Because you cannot come out and declare anybody a winner in a political dispensation if there was no vote being casted on that very day. This is not where you will just come out and appoint somebody that you want this person to become the governor, you want this person to become the president. There must be a due process. There must be a rule of law, according to Professor LVDC. You know that. Rule of law must take place. And as long as rule of law must take place, meaning that democratically, election should take place before somebody will be elected. So therefore, my people, my best advice for them is for them to sit at home. If they really know that they don't want to vote, sit at home, don't come out. Because what is in Igbo land now, as it stands, somebody called me from Onitsha, that if you see the heavy armed men, people were armed, as if, you know, we are not in a mobocracy. This is not mobocracy, this is democracy. So you should not be using gun. You are not chasing cows. Rather, you are chasing human beings. Why using guns on human beings? Why would you be using guns as if you are there to go for, you are hunting for men? Meaning that, my brother, my best of advice is that they should sit at home. If you know that you cannot vote, stay at home. Respect yourself. Because nobody will come to your house and take you out of your heart and you must have to go and vote. That is just it.
Okay, let's look at PDP convention.
Well, these are a bunch of old men at the same time. How many young men are there? There's a boy that was just 25 years. And you mentioned a man, the governor of Brother Loki just said something here. He said he traveled to Kogi State. Kogi State is one of the youngest governors in this country. We have Wapus on them, we have A.A. Sule from Nasarawa. My brother, do you know that one local government here, ordinary Agege here in Lagos State is bigger, is more beautiful, better than Lafia as a capital? I was born and brought up in Lafia. Capital of Nasarawa State, my brother, is Agege. Agege is as big as modern. That's nothing in Nasarawa State. That is just it. So you cannot tell me that most of these people that are governing that place, they are not young governors. They are young governors. So forget about their convention. Their convention is not the food. It's not what we put food. It's not what will bring a lasting solution to insecurity in this country. Look at what happened to my...
The party is back to rescue Nigeria from
Forget about
APC
that is exactly what they keep on saying. Forget about it. I'm not into politics. I'm not an APC member, rather I'm an APC member. They should just do the needful. What really happened 2 days ago or just yesterday, my own sister, the wife of Peter Orderly, house was invaded by who? I don't know. They said robbers or whoever, kidnappers or something like that. She is from Umbis. Ask anybody, isn't he? Are you getting me? And she's married to Peter Orderly. Because I knew her very well. Even when her father died, I was on that burial. This is a woman that has no time for you. What did she do to them? I bet you the government of this nation should go and feature those people that are what after the life of that woman. Because they are also trying to go into the life of that woman, to either to kill the woman or to do something in that family, and they also target and IPOP members. And it will not happen. So I bet them, if they should not feature those people that are responsible, both the top governmental officers that are responsible for invading to that woman's house, there's a problem for them. You cannot tell me, whether you like it or not, the PDP convention you are talking about, they are almost the same thing.
So there's no hope in PDP.
What has changed? What has changed?
We have youths that are involved in the process.
My brother,
the PDP process.
Do you know that let me tell you, do you know that when Buhari came, when Buhari was contesting as the president of this country, I was still in Kaduna State. Are you getting me?
Okay, I was born.
As of 2014, 2015, I was still at Kaduna State. That was when I graduated from university. Do you know that I said Buhari will never rule this country? How someone wake up to me that he's going to stab me overnight? That was the very day that what makes me to pack all the way from Kaduna State to River State. And today, I was at Tinubu State, the very day they declared Buhari the winner of this election. Now, what exactly are you talking about? Buhari came to deceive people like a saint. When Buhari came in, that he wants to become the president, if you see the way Buhari came, even to the extent that he was even claiming that he don't even have ordinary 3 million naira in his own account, and people were clapping that he's a good man. And he deceived people. The same way PDP members are coming. So they are the same. There's nothing like PDP and APC. My brother, we are just tired. All these old men, these are just a league of old men. Look at now, in APC now, there's a tug of war between who? Osibanjo and who? Tinubu. Are you forgetting the fact that Tinubu is a warlord, somebody that brought in Buhari and Osibanjo to that piece? And now, you as his own baby boy, you want to fight somebody that brought you into power. My brother, the politics, both PDP and FCC, they are the same. That is not our problem. They know our problem. Insecurity everywhere. What did an Igbo man do to them? Go to Anambra as if they are training cows. You are there to kill so many people. Brother Loki just said something. I witnessed a Hausa man that killed somebody in Abuja here this morning when I was going to supply something to somebody. In Iran, I saw it.
A trailer.
Yes, he had a trailer full of cows, and a boy that was going to work with his beans and rice in one of the takeaway stuff like that, and the thing was poured down there. And you kill somebody and you're trying to run. If it were in the north, if an Igbo man or Yoruba man, and you happen to do that in Igbo land, in Hausa land, there they will kill you. I grew up there, young man. I know what those people are capable of doing. When they say Inan a lie, that is why they will start killing everybody. Are you getting me? So forget about PDP, forget about APC. My brother, they are the same.
Okay. Thank you very much. Good morning, Mr. Kunle.
Yeah, good morning.
Let's go straight to the question.
How was your weekend?
Fine.
And now is the CEO.
Happy New Month.
Yeah, happy new month. May the month usher good thing to us.
Amen. Let's look at the convention. I saw you nodding your head at the back when he was speaking.
No, I really support what he's saying. This is a party that will still come and still act like APC because they have some people that have infiltrated them from the APC. and PDP to have some people that infiltrated them in APC. Now they are birds of same feather. It's just the name that is different. And I'm saying, you know, I've been saying this, that we have no party in Nigeria, and the party that are producing leadership for us, that is the problem of the faulty leadership we are having. The party that are producing leadership for us are not credible parties. Look at what a vital point he laid there. I was going through the convention and I saw that the only youth that they appointed there was the youth leader. And that youth leader in the north, when you say it's from the northern side, and when the north wants to classify youth, their youth start from 50, 60 and above. It has happened before when the Arewa came together the other time that they want to give quick notice to the Igbo. You remember that time? There was a guy among them that is over 60, that is calling himself a youth. And people were clamoring, is this the youth? The beginning, is it the age grade of the youth in Nigeria? Is this the age that the politician classified as youth in Nigeria? If you see that man, almost 60 years old. So the youth have been neglected. And anywhere you cannot protect your interest, don't even go there. Don't go there. There are parties that is still on board that will come up, spring up, and involve youth in that will carry out along the youth. But these parties, two parties we have, they are just parties full of garbages. Any party that comes in, it still have garbages that will carry along, because they are just, I mean, they're just what's it called, followers that will now come around, follow that will come around. Oga, I help you. What's my own stake? They will share that position before inauguration. That is what is always happening. Okay, you know me, I work for you. It is time for me to have a part of my national cake. The other party too, they will say, you know, we've been out of the power for long now. This is our time. All what we've lost, we have to regain it. Politics is a business in this country, right? So, and they are doing the business over us. And when I'm saying people are jobless in this country, right? I myself, I have to look, I'm hustling. It's not a job I'm doing. I'm hustling. It's hustle. I hustle to get a house, then to get a client that will pay for it. Nevertheless, I went to school with the level that I am. I'm supposed to be engaged by federal government or state government. But it's who know who. It's the same politicians that are feeling their children. You know, as they are living, the politician, the civil servant. If you don't know anybody in Nigeria, you're on your own. My brother has second-class upper. He's still languishing, looking for where he can be doing part-time teaching all over. I still spoke with him yesterday. He was on the verge of depression. So when I come here, I talk. I've done my research before I come in now to talk. People that are still promoting that PDP will do the country well, they are half of 1/3 of a PDP member now. There were APC that were jumping from, you know, like harlots from one party to another, from one party to another. Me, I'm a Yoruba boy, and we remember those days when Awolowo was in power. We remember when Awolowo was in power. He gave all these people free education. Before you graduate, job is waiting for you, right? I'm saying this. There's no way I can run to again. And I know I will have escaped for a while. Since the time that my colleagues were going abroad. But I slept in slumber. You get what I'm saying? I slept in slumber. So that is what brought me to this level I am now.
Okay, let's look at the Tinubu's visit to Buhari. There are speculations that there's a kind of exchange of power, handover of power.
See, me, I won't say that. He has a right. Okay. See, don't let us be infringing on people's rights. If he visits Buhari on his own, he has a right to move around. Yeah. Nobody should castigate him. Nobody should gag him. You see, what we are fighting for under this dispensation is our right to survive, our right to belong to Nigerian government. Same right we are asking for other people to have the right. The two wrongs don't make a right. You cannot be saying one thing and be, accusing somebody that is doing that. What you want?
I use the word. Yeah, speculation. That's when you speculate something. It's not an accusation. It's not an instigation. Speculation. You know. No. As a Nigerian, you can speculate. Yes, what has happened in the past? You can really speculate. There are speculation. When you go on social media, speculations that this visit to. It seems there is.
I would still say it's only a lazy man that has nothing to do that will be involving in that speculation. It's not for you to be just shouting Tinubu is coming, Tinubu is top. What are you doing on ground to checkmate him? Are you organized? Have you organized yourself to checkmate him? That is what I want us to debate for. We've been talking on this platform, this one and that one. What are the options we have on ground? You know, what are the on ground job are we doing? What are the on ground? As Lucky said the other time, that the youth are even docile. The youth are sleeping. The youth are, you know, me, I play my own role. And I keep telling people, I played my own role. Right from the military era, I played my own role. There were a lot of time that they would tear gas me in front of Unilag Gate. When Showore and Noji Mayegun was the chairman, the SUG president, we fought the military to the end. Even right from my high school, when there was a crisis that oil got windfall that happened, how did they spend the money? We could see that the youth were vibrant then. We were like comrades there. We came out that IBB must go. We read all this news on Everybody magazine, and we said enough is enough. You cannot just be siphoning our money out, and we'll be suffering here. There was a serious protest, and you can go to archive and Google on the history of IBB the protest under IBB. That the student came out, even secondary school to students, the IBB must go. We were in boarding school then, and we know the impacts we made then for IBB to step down. That he must go. You went around and spent all our money, and you are saying, give us the account of how you spend the money. He said he used it to renovate, you know, all the Nigerian embassies all abroad. You could see that Kajo. Is that left for you that want to probe him to be going around the world to start? Is that not waste of resources, waste of time? So what I'm saying now, anybody that want to complain here, let us have a thought. You can complain from now till tomorrow. There's a joblessness in town now. I'm still repeating myself. There's a joblessness. What I'm doing now is not.
Are you part of any movement?
Yeah, really.
What movement?
The movement I'm part of now is Showore movement. Okay. Take it back.
So you're part of the revolution.
Yeah, take it back. Take it back. You know, I won't be here and be waking up today. That guy, this one, the deed has been done. What is the way forward? What is the way forward for the next 4 years? What is the way forward so that we can all come together as youth? And I'm not talking of partisan youth that will go to the meeting, collect rice, collect money. If you even like collect it, but don't be loyal to them. I'm not loyal to anybody as I am now. I don't even want to hear any party, somebody is talking, this one is fit for the Look at their convention yesterday now. There was no youth. The governors have even hijacked the PDP. So it's what they want, they will impose.
I think they have a youth leader.
I said, you go and look at the youth. He has no say. His job is to consult or mobilize youth for their, for their gainful means. What did they use youth for? They used youth to cast votes, and after the youth cast their votes, and the candidates youth follow become the president. How many youth are in this government, in Buhari government? Ask me. How many youth are there?
There's the Lagos school that went viral. Children in water. They were singing national. Did you?
And that's what I'm saying.
Come across that video?
That is what I'm saying.
Did you come across that?
I'm realizing now that even Ambode was more active than the present governor. Because if you want to rule Lagos, you want to govern Lagos, you have to know in and out of Lagos. You have to. You should be able to know, even if you are sleeping during what's it called? Fashola time. I think that's the best governor after Jakonde we've ever had. After Jakonde, because he moves around. Fashola doesn't sleep. At night, he will go and check. The most corrupt civil servant are in Lagos here. There are a lot of money that is being siphoned in Lagos State here that the governor will not know. Then that contract must have been awarded. That the people will just pocket the money and they will not do it because of political affiliation they have. They will just rob them. No disciplinary measure for them. Look at this road behind us. I think we should go and do this Bystanders in that, horrible roads. You know the road I'm talking of? Just at our back here. Did someone want to tell me that he does not know that road is in a shambles form? Hamzat, Mr. Hamzat, he was my senior in school, Dr. Hamzat. Due respect to him, but we really know that road It's not in good condition. So you want to tell me he did not know that that road, look at his house close by there, and he's passing, he's seeing. So for you to be seeing students on the flooded classroom reading national anthem, it's not strange to me. Because they say Eko ni baje, Eko o baje ti. O ti baje already. Eko don dey spoil. Because we don't have credible leadership again. We don't have credible leadership. It's leadership of chop. You know, you come, I give you, you come, I give you. I've said this, and I keep saying this. Even people that are APC, that are my friends, they keep telling me, you come to Bystanders and they gang up against it. I said, that is what my own feelings, bad feelings I'm having, and I have to pour it out. Yeah. I'm not the person that will come here in the afternoon. At night, I'll be rubbing my with, sharing money. I don't do that. Because once you give me money, you have enslaved me.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Akule.
Yeah, it's a pleasure.
I have Mr. David here this morning.
Good morning to you, Mika. Mr. Chiku. A wonderful morning to our viewers here in Nigeria and diaspora, and happy new month to everyone.
Mr. David, the King Kong of the Bystanders.
Professor Okwadi, I want to thank you for your kind gesture. I say, may Almighty God reward you in 1,000 folds.
Let's go towards the Lagos school that was in water. You saw the video.
I saw the video.
Lagos has responded, and I don't want to say what they said.
You can
react to.
No, you can actually tell me what.
React to what.
To me, it's no surprise. I'm not surprised. All through my stay here in Lagos, I've been to school. Students don't have desks, chairs to sit down. Especially public school. I attended Stadium Grammar School. All through my stays, all through my days in secondary school here in Lagos. I buy chairs myself. Go to classroom now. You can go to my school. Students are sitting on bare floor. So to me, it's no surprise. It's no surprise. Lagos State. I used to tell people, I said Lagos State now, from 1999, is happens to be a one-man show. Has been a private business by one person. By one person. Lagos State, Ashwaju Enterprise Nigeria PSC. He runs the show. So everything that happened in Lagos now, when you speak now, some people say, can't you see the development here in Lagos? Can't you see is there development in your state? Still. That's why, even if there's no development in my state, let us always condemn what is bad. I tell you, after betas, now Lagos State has Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, but LRS staffs don't work. Alpha Beta now does the auditing of the Lagos State government. Lagos State ILRS does not even do the work again. It is that Alpha Beta is being owned by who? Ashwaju. Ashwaju controls it. Now, Lagos State signage and advertisement agency, LASA, that is supposed to deal with what all the advertisements here in Lagos. Majority of their staff are just those are they're not working. That agency is being controlled by Tinubu, his own private business. So what are we saying? So to the school, I'm not surprised.
The building is being demolished and it's being built. That's what Lagos said.
The building is
the video was taken some months ago by a church that wanted to use the video to raise funds for the school.
It doesn't make sense.
I know. Continue.
It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Which building is so? I'll tell you, I don't want to react to that. Someone who said that, let me. What did he say?
I've not seen it yet.
He said LRS is coming. He should come and tell me which of the agencies. Is it the agency have 4 persons there? The agencies, I know 5 persons there. Insider. I have a level 12. I have one of my church members is 1113. LASA. A level 9 member is in what? LRS. Nobody's saying LRS is not working. The LRS still remain and what agency, but that the function of what LRS has been deprived, taken over by what Tinubu agency. I start to be controlled. I start to be corrected. It has been taken over by what Tinubu. Tinubu has as a media agency here, here in Lagos. And then Fabita have taken over the what auditing of Lagos State IGR. That is what I'm trying to say. LRS as an agency still remains. But see now, the function, do they still go ahead with the function? No. It's just agency by verbal talk. So Lagos State has always been a one-man show. They are saying for Equator Lagos, they are saying Tinubu has done well. That is why I said if there is no competition in Lagos State, you cannot see deficiencies of Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Okay, sorry. There's a link that will be pasted on the live chat. Please, if you want to join us this morning, click on that link and be part of the program. Wike gives federal government 48 hours to unveil invaders of justice Odile's home. The people that invaded Odile.
It is, see, Mr. Kwanchukwu, Nigeria has become a failed state. A failed state now. DSS has said it is not their agency. Police said no. Army said no. Who now invaded Justice Odile's apartment? Who are the non-government? Who are they working for?
Since nobody knows them.
Since nobody knows them. It should be from the government agency. Yes, it should be from the government agency. Why are they threatening her? Why? Mr. Peter, I see. At this point, I just don't know what to say again, because every day I wake up, I weep for this country. The judiciary is supposed to be what? Independent. But now there have been so much interference from these people, from the executive arm of government. If you don't give a verdict, if you don't rule a verdict in support of them, next thing you will see them DSS trailing after you.
Wow.
This is a body light. Okay. And the government has not come to apologize. The government have not even questioned those who even those that even carry out such evil. It's so bad, Mr. Christian. It's too bad.
Okay. Lastly, let's look at Anambra election. What do you think of it? Because last week things happened. Deaths, crisis happened in Anambra State last week. What do you think will be the outcome of this election this week?
Mr. Christian Chukwu, let me tell you the truth. Anambra election, the way I'm watching this trend now, I'm becoming to have this second thought if the election would. Because you can see the gun duel between the IPOB and the Nigerian army, killing soldiers.
Or they said they killed.
You know the Nigerian army will always come up with their own fake story. We also saw the video. I'll be able to watch the video. Mr. Kisachukwu, the best way for us is now, Mr. Kisachukwu, election will not hold. The way things are now. Buhari should bring down his pride. Let him reach out to Martin Amikanu. And for Mr. Kule saying he's supporting Showore, I am not in support of Showore. Showore too. Showore is a gold digger.
Somebody is saying, show us the soldiers they killed. That word, laddie. Show us the soldiers they killed.
I show you soldiers.
Maybe he can contact you, then you can
send maybe. Tell him. Maybe.
Mr. Taiwo, please contact David so that I can send you the video.
I have a proof on my phone. I have a proof on my phone.
The soldiers that were killed.
I am not saying soldiers not killed IPOB, but see the both parties killed themselves. And now Showore has always been a gold digger. In 2015, he supported Buhari. He said, Buhari is the Messiah. Buhari is the Messiah. Buhari is the Messiah. Now, because Buhari did not give him slot, Buhari did not recommend him for what? Appointment. 2 months along the line, he turned against Buhari.
Okay, let's speak to your guest.
Appointment. 2 months along the line, he turned against Buhari.
We have a guest this morning, please. Who is online?
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Christian. It's me, Mr. Odeze from Italy.
Mr. Odeze, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Christian.
Yeah, let's look at Anambra election. What do you think with the crisis that happened last week?
What do you think will happen? There's absolutely not going to be an election in Anambra State. And if at all there happens to be an election, it's not going to be a free and fair election because people are not going to come out based on the security situation of the state right now.
Okay, let's look at also Ohaneze and Igbo leaders are saying that the federal government should release Nnamdi Kanu so that there will be peace in the eastern region.
Absolutely, that's the right direction to go, because right now that's the only situation that is causing more fracas and insecurity in the southeast. They should release Mazin Nnamdi Kanu so that they should know the way forward.
Thank you very much, Mr. Odeze, for coming up
Christian,
online.
I still want to contribute something. You know, there's something I noticed about those that are chatting in the chatting site. Okay.
Okay.
That chat, because they are using it to abuse each other. It's not fair.
Okay. Okay. We'll take a look at it.
Yeah, thank you very much
for your observation.
Somebody like Ezenwata and the rest of them, they are not doing.
I said at this point, I don't believe in any individual that can salvage Nigeria from this man. The only best option now is for Nigeria, which they should organize Nigeria. Let every individual go a separate way. Because Showore too is of his own interest. He's of his own interest. He played a role that brought Buhari into power. And Buhari did not give him slots, appointments. Along the line, he fell out to Buhari, and now he has been criticizing Buhari. I believe by 2023 he will also pitch his tent to someone else. And if that one again refused to give him appointment, he will come out and start criticizing him. You also what played down, what Chore did just to bring down Jonathan, all the propagandas, all the media lies, hoping Buhari will give him slots, appointments. I cannot trust anybody now. The only person I trust now is the likes of Sunday Igboho. Those are very sincere, fighting for Nigeria. Master Mikalu, their own aim is just for Nigeria to be what? Just to be what? Organized. Nobody is preaching one Nigeria, injustice everywhere. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Mr. I have the great Mr. Raphael Trasvant.
Yeah, my name is Raf Trasvant. Thank you, Christian Chuku.
Okay.
And a happy new month to you.
Yes.
Then happy new month to all our viewers in America, Europe, Asia, Australia, Oceania, Africa, even in Nigeria here. I wish all of you well. This month of November shall be good to each and every one of you. God will bless you there. Mr. Raf, my namesake. Then, Mr. Raf in Texas, you're a small boy. I love you. Then, Kelly, I told my man, Collins, Eze, Okechukwu, Noel, Ezenta, Nonso. Then, Henry, all of you, Emmanuel Green, Obiril, Udeme, Vera Komoni, sorry. How many am I going to name? Mama America, you always pray for us. Mommy Munkechi Okaro from Ogidi, you pray for us. And the Auntie Nkechinyere, I remember you. All of you, your best. Carlos, I thank you guys, all of you. Please, failure to remember your name, don't be annoyed. But happy new month to all of you. Christian, the spate of killing in Nigeria has gotten out of hands, even to the extent that they are using vehicle now. That is another spate of terrorism going on in Nigeria. Each and every Fulani man that drives trailer doesn't hold throttle and gear and brake anymore. On getting to the southeastern Nigeria, southwestern Nigeria, and even south. Do you know what happened? At the roundabout, Excellence Hotel, at the roundabout there, though there is zebra crossing, it's advisable that before you cross, you should follow the zebra crossing. But this young man made a mistake. After buying his food to eat before going to work, he passed in the middle. The Fulani man, the wrong thing was that after using a trailer laden with cows and human beings, climbing this young man, the brain was splashed on the road. He could not stop. They gave him hot pursuit until they caught him almost a kilometer away. He was running, threatening the guys running after him with what? Death. He's telling them that he will crush all of them until he was caught at Fagba railway line there. Police was invited and they whisked him off. The brain of the guy lasted over 1 hour plus before they could take away the dead body away. I'm telling you, it's another aspect of terrorism, because I could remember in the past when a petroleum tanker fell at Upper Iweka in Onitsha there, a tanker laden with petrol. What happened? It caught fire. A baby strapped on the back of her mother, including the mother, was burnt to ashes. It's another aspect of terrorism. It happened in Kogi State, something. Tanker laden with petroleum. Who is the person driving these tankers? Still in the person. The persons are from Fulani extraction. I'm telling you, they kill and they kill and they kill. To the extent, if they got the joint where they stop to have a rest, they discuss among themselves. You, how many did you kill when you are moving at night? 4. You, how many did you kill? I'm telling you, they overheard them sharing their experiences of the number of people they killed on the highway while they are doing their night travel. This is why I'm trying to sensitize Nigerians. Be afraid, be very careful. Anytime you see trailers, 24 tires, laden with what? Cows, laden with what? Fuel, I mean tankers, be careful. The driver might be an insane, mad terrorist.
Let's look at Tinubu's visit to Buhari. There are speculations.
Yeah, my speculation is Tinubu is visiting Buhari because he wants to confirm from him if he's going to be his successor. He tried that before visiting London. That was for his medical trip. You know, he came to Lagos, I mean Buhari, sometimes ago, and already made it clear to him that he can never decide Nigerian presidency while visiting Lagos State. That president should be, decided by the electorates, that is Nigerians. So that visit is in solidarity to what is going on now. He paid him visit to solidarize with him. I think understand. To show that he supports him, to show him that he is the one that put him there, to show him that he is the one that orchestrated this kind of bad, incredible, or you call it non-credible leadership that is going on in Nigeria. He showed him there to visit there to what? To play a role of eye service. Buhari, Tinubu is a human being. He can still play his game to win. But let me tell you, nobody's paying any attention in the southwestern Nigeria to Tinubu. Okay, Tinubu is on his own.
You have a guest, please. Good morning, our guest.
Good morning, Christian.
Mr. Raphael.
Yeah, good morning.
The man on the line is Mr. Raphael. Good morning, Mr. Raphael.
Good morning.
Yeah, Raphael, thank you. I appreciate the last.
Good morning.
Speaker, but I want
let's have you speak on Anambra election.
Okay, I want to address the previous speaker before Raphael. Can you hear me?
Okay, you can continue.
Okay. Please, I want to correct an impression that the gun duel we saw, the gun battle we saw in Anambra State, I want to correct the impression that it was IPOB and the military. IPOB does not carry weapons. IPOB does not have any force to shoot. They have no military, no forces on the open. The only forces we have, the only people we have that carry arms are ESN, and they are in the forest, they are in the bushes. So what we saw there was an orchestrated play by the military, to put fear in people. You saw the way they were organizing their camera recording. How can you be recording shooting in the marketplace? There is what do you call it? Just like a movie. Shoot in, close up, and all those kind of things. That was not IPOB. IPOB does not carry weapons. We don't shoot people. We are the street. The only thing of IPOB is ESN. They are in the forest. So those people on the street, they cannot have the IPOB. That's the impression. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Raphael. A wonderful one from you.
Yeah, Ralph, thank you for your contribution. Ralph, my man. It's Mr. Ralph. He called me, I think, 3 days ago or maybe on Friday. He said he's enjoying us. Mr. Ralph, I greet you again, namesake.
Those that are having the gun well in Anambra State, they are not.
No, not IPOB, they are ESN. They are the Eastern Security Network.
Are in the bush.
Bush, yeah, controlling over the farmers.
Managed by the DSS.
Yes. It's true. Let me tell you the point. In the Anambra election, I'm just digressing. I was having a Tinubu issue. So let me tell you, in Igbo land now, you have people that are called BNG, Biafra National Guard. Those guys are being manipulated. They are being used by the federal government, federal forces. It's not all the BNG that are killing people. The BNG, they have not started operation. I'm telling you. But these bad politicians in connivance with federal government of Nigeria, they just roll out a group called BNG. They are killing civilians. They are killing politicians. They are killing recklessly. IPOB doesn't kill. IPOB is a group of people separating for what, operating for what? Separation. They are separatists in the East. They don't kill anybody. IPOB is like myself. I'm one among the indigenous people of Biafra because I'm from that place. I think understand. I might not be a certified member or a documented member, but all I know is that I'm an Igbo man. We don't kill. We are not murderers. IPOB are not killing anybody. Federal government is playing what? Wayo. They are using other gunmen, hidden gunmen, to do what? To commit crimes in the southeastern Nigeria. So that they will show to the United Nations, EU, America, Asia, that IPOB are the one killing. But they are not IPOB. IPOB are in America, all over the places, all over the world. They are peaceful people. If not that they are there, if not that they are in Australia, in India, in Austria, in Germany, in the UK, the whole world would have marked us bad. But they are there representing us well. Are you listening to me? Nnamdi Kanu is a peaceful man. Nnamdi Kanu is not a murderer. I think understand. Federal government are using that as a common balance to sensitize the UNO so wrongly. They are writing wrong. They are showcasing wrong narrative about IPOB. We don't kill people. We are peaceful people. We want to separate from this marriage that lasted over 60 years now. We want a divorce. It's called referendum. When two or more people are married to themselves, when that marriage has gone sour, what is it? Wedlock, I know, is a trap. But sometimes you can untrap yourself to what? To get your freedom. We know that we stepped into trap in 1960 when everybody did not go their way. We come together as a country, but not as a country today. We come together as people with common ideology, but you can see each and every one of us has his own dogma, his own belief, his own what? Indoctrination setting, because the North are bent with what? Religion. They have excess love for Islam. So the best thing for the Christian, thinly populated Christian South Christian region is to do what? To go. That marriage is what? Ripe enough for divorce season. Divorce is the answer. I'm telling you, we can't remain polygamy for life. We can't remain polygamist for life. It is time for divorce to take place.
Let's go to Anambra elections.
Yes, my brother, Anambra elections, I'm telling you that America won Nigerian federal government not to fly anything, craft, anything with wing that flies. Are you listening to me? So that they don't use those tukeno on innocent civilians. Nigerian government is trying to use helicopter. I saw helicopter not less than 7. I'm telling you, from right source, they are going to fly their craft all over Igbo land to make sure that they bombard innocent people. Christian, if you get to southeastern Nigeria now, quote me right, you will not know that anything is happening. Why? Because that region is the most industrious, hardworking, assiduous, diligent region in Nigeria. With all diligence, they are minding their business. They are minding their commercial activities. They are not blood drunk. They believe in one thing. I work hard for my money. I work hard for my wife, my family. I work hard for what I stand for. That is Igbo man's southeastern ideology and philosophy. We are not leaning on government. We are not depending on federal government. We are not dependent on state government either. Igbo man, after fighting civil war, has sworn to God that kept him alive, that he will work hard all through his life until Jesus Christ comes. Go to southeastern Nigeria and tell me if you see any federal government presence in the southeastern Nigeria. It is those things you see there are what? Individual efforts. Go to nature before you cross Head Bridge. What do you see? You see forest. Forest of what? Skyscrapers. 3 stories, 7 buildings, 7 story, 10 story building, even to my village. Those are efforts of individuals, not government. Anambra state election has come to stay. I know IPOB is not making any trouble, but they are trying to express themselves in the sense that our brother who is down now at the DSS facilities should be what? Let off the hook. Let the election hold. Let Nnamdi Kanu go. Let the election hold. Let Nnamdi Kanu's shackles and chain be removed from his hand. He's penning him. Young man should go. He's free. Gumi is the one that Sheikh Gumi is the one that is supposed to be there. Let Chekarau, the leader of Boko Haram, is the one that is supposed to be there. The man that is the middleman, mediating between Nigeria and the bandits, is the man that is supposed to be there. El-Rufai committed a lot of criminalities in Nigeria by negotiating with bandits to fight Jonathan in 2015 if Jonathan could have won. Now El-Rufai is walking free. Mudu Cherif, the former Borno State governor, he initiated Boko Haram. Mudu Cherif is now a walking free man on the streets of Lagos, Abuja, everywhere in Nigeria. Buhari invited them. Why is he there now, not in shackles and chain? It is Nnamdi Kanu that is going his way. Nigeria negotiated with Kenya and do what? Kidnap him and brought him back to Nigeria. What did he do? That is a criminal act. United Nations has asked Kenya to explain. United Nations has asked Buhari-led government to explain the reason why Nnamdi Kanu was illegally extradited into this country. No explanation yet has been given, but let me tell you, that is going to take Buhari to ICC, International Criminal Court, Amsterdam, Geneva, all of them. They are going to hear our case there because Nnamdi Kanu is illegally detained at DSS facilities. Anambra election, have you listened to me? I say it's going to hold. But what? Anambra election is going to hold. Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to be out. Okay, Nnamdi Kanu is out of DSS detention. Anambra state election is going to hold. But Nnamdi Kanu, if it is there, if it remains there, it means that Buhari is asking for everybody's blood. He should release Nnamdi Kanu now so that election will be peaceful there. Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime. No Igbo man has ever committed any crime. The people that commit crime in the north, they are all free. Let me tell you, the so-called super cop, Abba Kyari, the police, he has gone free. Oh, he is now IGP. What is going on with his case? Have you heard it again? As FBI coming, to be that Abba Kyari is an Igbo man, you would have seen 120 FBI here with shackles and chain. They would have chained him and what? And take him to United States of America. But because Abba Kyari, super cop, is errand boy to Buhari, are you listening to me? Up to the extent of duping American firms and in collaboration with Hush Puppy. That's why he's free. Yes, he's a government agent. Finally, if you're a Florida man, you commit crime, you are free. If you're an APC man, you commit crime, you are free. Why raiding the justice home in Abuja? Peter Odili's wife, Justice Odili, what did he do? They went there to kill him, but they did not, but they did not succeed. Now, Wike is giving federal government of Nigeria 48 hours to come out with cogent evidence and reasons why they invaded Justice Odili's home in Abuja. We want to read that narratives and know what are his wrongs and his rights, what she did, what she has not done. The reason why they ransacked her house was that had it been they got her, they would have assassinated her. It's in a bid of what? Assassination. But that assassination bid failed. Failure upon Buhari and his what? Colleagues.
Thank you very much, Mr. Raphael Strasvent. Wonderful from Mr. Raphael. We have come to the end of Bystanders and Newsstand this morning. Please, like I said on Saturday, please tread with caution as you put your comment. Place your comment on the live chat. Please, let's be civil with our comments. This is the typical thing that happens in Nigeria. When you walk on the street, this is what we experience. this was also see in Nigeria. I'm Christian Chico. This was another edition of Bystanders and Newsstand. A big thank you to the man behind the camera, Mr. Femi Davis, and a big thank you to Boss Flip TV, Mr. Biodu Kukoli. Bye for now. Till tomorrow as we meet by God's grace.